7 Little Johnstons, Emma Johnston hints that the show will be cancelled? The TLC series 7 Little Johnstons has captured hearts around the world with its unique blend of humor, honesty, and heartfelt family dynamics. But in a shocking twist, recent signals from Emma Johnston have sparked rumors that the beloved show might be coming to an end. For over a decade, the Johnstons have opened their home to the public, allowing fans to see their triumphs, struggles, and everyday adventures. With 14 seasons and counting, 7 Little Johnstons has been one of the most consistent reality shows in the TLC lineup. However, something seems to be changing. Emma Johnston, known for her bubbly personality and growing social media presence, recently dropped subtle but concerning hints that fans are interpreting as a sign the show could be cancelled. In this detailed breakdown, we'll explore every clue, every quote, and every possible reason behind the growing concern. Is 7 Little Johnstons really on the chopping block? Is TLC planning to pull the plug, or are the Johnstons deciding to walk away? Let's break it all down. Emma Johnston has never been shy on social media. Among the Johnston kids, she's one of the most active, regularly updating fans on her life, her business ventures, and fun family moments. But in recent weeks, her tone has noticeably changed. Fans have noticed that Emma has been posting cryptic messages, nothing too direct, but enough to raise eyebrows. One Instagram story in particular read, "Everything has a season, sometimes it's time to move on." While this could be interpreted in a variety of ways, the timing of the post, just days after the season 14 finale, was enough to fuel speculation. Fans immediately began replying with comments like, "Is the show ending?" and "Please tell me this doesn't mean 7 Little Johnstons is over." Emma didn't directly confirm or deny anything. That silence spoke volumes to longtime followers. Reality TV is demanding. And for a family like the Johnstons, who have let cameras into their lives for years, the weight can be overwhelming. It's not just about filming, it's about giving up privacy, living under constant scrutiny, and facing online trolls. While the family has always presented a united front, several interviews over the past year hinted at possible fatigue. In an old Q&A session, Amber Johnston, the matriarch of the family, admitted that some of the kids were starting to feel done with filming. "It's hard to balance normal life and being on camera all the time," she said. "We do our best, but we're not superhuman." Fans have also noticed that recent episodes seem more forced than previous seasons. The natural chemistry and relaxed storytelling are sometimes replaced by heavily staged moments. This shift hasn't gone unnoticed, and it's possible that the family, especially Emma, is feeling the effects. One major factor that could be contributing to the end of the show is Emma Johnston's growing interest in business. Over the past year, she's launched several entrepreneurial projects, including her earring business Emma's Rings and Things. She's also been exploring brand partnerships and influencer marketing opportunities. In a YouTube vlog earlier this year, Emma said, "I love filming, but I also love building something of my own." That one line stood out. It's the kind of statement that implies she's looking toward a future beyond the cameras of TLC. Running a business takes time, energy, and focus, 3 things that are hard to balance while filming a reality show. If Emma is investing more into her future as a businesswoman and influencer, it makes sense that the family might be considering a graceful exit from the show. While 7 Little Johnstons has a loyal fanbase, it's no secret that ratings across all of cable TV have been dipping. In the age of streaming, fewer people are watching live TV. TLC has already cancelled several long-running shows in recent years to make room for fresh concepts. Could 7 Little Johnstons be next? There hasn't been any official statement from TLC about the show's future. But fans noticed that the promotion for season 14 was noticeably lighter than usual. There were fewer teasers, less press, and almost no major interviews. That's unusual for a network that normally pushes their reality stars hard during new season releases. If TLC is beginning to shift its focus, the Johnston family might be getting signals behind the scenes. And if that's the case, Emma's recent hints could be her way of preparing fans for the inevitable. Another undeniable truth is that the Johnston kids are growing up. Elizabeth has moved out and is now raising her baby with Bryce. Anna is busy with her own career and dating life. Jonah is navigating independence after past struggles. Alex and Emma, the youngest of the group, are entering adulthood with big goals and individual paths. Emma recently posted a photo collage with the caption, "Time flies when life changes so fast." She included throwback pictures from the early days of the show. The nostalgia was touching, but also tinged with a sense of finality. The family that once did everything together is now branching out. It's the natural course of life, but it also raises questions about whether continuing the show makes sense. In interviews during the last season's press run, several members of the Johnston family made comments that, in hindsight, sound like foreshadowing. When asked if there would be a season 15, Trent Johnston said, "We're just taking things one season at a time." Amber added, "We've loved sharing our journey, but we also know that nothing lasts forever." Emma, in her own separate interview, said, "We've done so much, and I think if it ended today, we'd all be proud of what we've shown the world." That statement wasn't framed as an announcement, but it certainly didn't sound like someone expecting to keep going for years. As fans started picking up on Emma's hints and the overall tone of recent episodes, social media lit up with emotional reactions. On Reddit, a thread titled "Is 7LJ Ending?" gathered hundreds of comments in hours. One fan wrote, "I've watched them grow up. I'll be devastated if this is the end." Another added, "They deserve peace and privacy, but it'll still be so hard to say goodbye." Some fans, however, are more understanding. "If they're done, I totally respect that. Imagine living half your life with cameras following you. I'd want a break too." One theory circulating online is that 7 Little Johnstons as we know it might end, but be reborn as a spin-off. With Liz starting her life as a mom and Anna diving into new relationships, there's potential for side stories. Emma and Alex could even get their own show focusing on adulthood, college, or entrepreneurship. TLC has a history of launching spin-offs from successful franchises. Just look at the 90 Day Fiancé universe. Could this be the path for the Johnstons? If so, Emma's hints might not signal a full cancellation, but rather a transition. Still, TLC has remained completely silent on the matter. In the world of reality TV, speculation often drives viewership. It's entirely possible that Emma's cryptic posts were meant to stir engagement, not confirm an actual ending. Social media algorithms reward drama and mystery. A simple phrase like "all seasons must end" can go viral, drawing attention and sparking conversation. Could Emma be teasing fans just to keep the show relevant? Maybe. 7 Little Johnstons, Anna Johnston reveals first look of her new boyfriend. For years, 7 Little Johnstons has offered viewers an intimate look into the lives of one of America's most beloved TLC families. Among the standout personalities in the show is Anna Johnston, the vibrant and determined daughter of Trent and Amber Johnston. Over time, Anna has built a strong fanbase for her boldness, independence, and emotional strength. Recently, Anna left fans in total awe as she finally revealed the first look at her new boyfriend, a moment that has sparked waves of excitement, speculation, and support across the 7 Little Johnstons fandom. Anna has always been open about her journey, including her struggles with self-identity, family dynamics, college life, and career ventures. But when it came to her romantic life, she's been particularly private. That's why this big reveal of her boyfriend has turned into one of the most talked about developments in the Johnston family timeline. Let's take a closer look at how Anna's relationship unfolded, what her family thinks about her new love interest, and what fans can expect from the future. Before diving into the boyfriend reveal, it's important to understand who Anna Johnston is as an individual. Adopted from Russia and brought into the Johnston household at a young age, Anna has been a source of inspiration for many. Over the years, she's dealt with challenges related to being a little person, adjusting to life in America, family tensions, and even feeling left out at times. But through it all, she stayed focused and independent. Anna graduated from college, launched her own Etsy shop selling handmade jewelry, and even moved into her own home, all by the age of 21. Fans have seen her grow from a shy girl into a confident businesswoman, and they've been rooting for her happiness every step of the way. So when whispers of her dating someone first started to swirl, fans became eager to know more. The early signs of Anna's romantic interest came subtly. A few months back, Anna began dropping vague hints on social media. She posted photos with someone whose face was strategically cropped out or hidden behind emojis. These sneak peeks, though minimal, were enough to fuel curiosity. Fans began speculating in comment sections, Reddit threads, and fan forums. Some believed it was just a friend, while others thought she was slowly easing into revealing a relationship. Still, Anna said nothing publicly to confirm or deny any romantic ties. Despite the silence, the excitement among fans never died down. Everyone wanted to know who had captured Anna's heart. And then it happened. On a calm Friday evening, Anna took to Instagram and uploaded a photo that shocked and delighted her followers. The post showed Anna smiling ear to ear while holding hands with a tall young man who stood beside her confidently. Unlike her previous posts, this time she tagged him and captioned it with a heart emoji, followed by, "Finally sharing this with the world, 2 hearts. That post was enough to send fans into a frenzy. The mystery man's name is Jake, and according to his social profile, he's a 26-year-old teacher from Georgia who shares a deep love for animals, hiking, and community service. His Instagram page shows a well-rounded, down-to-earth guy who values family and nature, qualities that seem to align with Anna's own lifestyle. Within hours, the post racked up tens of thousands of likes and comments, with fans congratulating Anna and wishing the couple the best. Anna's boyfriend, Jake, is not a celebrity or influencer. He's a regular guy who works as a high school teacher and volunteers at a local animal shelter on weekends. In many ways, he seems like the perfect complement to Anna's creative and entrepreneurial spirit. Jake reportedly met Anna through mutual friends during a local charity event. The two bonded over their love for pets and crafts. They stayed in touch, and over time, that friendship blossomed into something more. Unlike Anna, Jake does not have dwarfism. However, sources close to the couple say that their differences have never been a hurdle. In fact, Jake's admiration for Anna goes beyond appearances. He respects her ambition, her resilience, and her devotion to her family, even when things have been difficult. Anna has always made it clear that she wants someone who sees her for who she is, not just as a reality star or a little person. And from what fans can see so far, Jake appears to be that person. Of course, whenever someone from the Johnston family starts dating, the big question is always, how do Trent and Amber? Trent and Amber have a reputation for being protective parents. Over the seasons, viewers have seen them question, scrutinize, and sometimes outright disapprove of their children's relationships. From Liz's ups and downs with Bryce to Jonah's struggles with his relationships, the family dynamic can be intense. But in Anna's case, things have taken a slightly different turn. According to insiders, Amber was initially surprised that Anna kept the relationship under wraps for so long. But once she got to know Jake, she warmed up to him quickly. Trent reportedly appreciated Jake's grounded nature and respectful attitude. For a father who's often been critical of his kids' partners, that's a big deal. One episode of the upcoming season even teases a family dinner where Anna formally introduces Jake to the rest of the family. While there might be some awkwardness at first, especially with Emma and Alex poking fun, viewers can expect some heartwarming moments as well. Anna's siblings had their own share of reactions. Liz, who has had her own relationship ups and downs with Bryce, was reportedly excited and immediately offered sisterly advice to Anna. Emma was playful, jokingly asking Anna how she landed such a hottie, and teased her on social media. Alex was a little more reserved but supportive, posting a heart emoji on Anna's reveal photo. Jonah, who's been through complicated relationships himself, gave Anna a thumbs up, saying, "As long as he treats you right, we're good." Fans appreciated seeing the family rally around Anna, especially since she's often been seen as the outsider in the family dynamics. This show of support was not just heartwarming, it was deeply validating for longtime fans of the show. There's something refreshingly genuine about Anna and Jake's relationship. It doesn't seem staged or forced. It's not centered around social media clout or fame. Instead, it feels like a real connection formed outside the cameras and pressure of reality TV. That's likely why Anna took so long to share it publicly. She wanted to make sure it was something real, something worth protecting. For a woman who's had to fight for her independence and prove herself repeatedly, this relationship is not just about romance, it's about finally feeling seen and valued. Jake reportedly respects Anna's decision to keep their relationship private initially and has no problem staying out of the spotlight when needed. This balance between public life and private love is something that fans deeply respect. That's the next big question: will Jake appear on 7 Little Johnstons? According to leaked information, Jake has already filmed a few scenes for the upcoming season. Producers were reportedly impressed with his comfort in front of the camera and his respectful demeanor around the Johnston family. However, both Anna and Jake have made it clear that their relationship will not be used solely as a storyline. 7 Little Johnstons, Trent and Amber reveal massive weight loss transformation. The 7 Little Johnstons family has always been in the spotlight for their inspiring journey as a family living with achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism. Viewers have watched them grow, evolve, and face life's many challenges with honesty and humor. Among the most admired aspects of the show is its authenticity, how Trent and Amber Johnston, the heads of the household, openly share their parenting struggles, marital issues, health concerns, and personal growth. Over the years, the couple has been vocal about their physical health struggles. Now, they have left fans stunned and inspired after unveiling their massive weight loss transformation, a journey that was far more emotional and complex than anyone imagined. In this detailed deep dive, we explore everything behind the transformation, what triggered the change, how they did it, the ups and downs of their journey, the public's reaction, and how it has impacted their marriage, confidence, and family life. Trent and Amber have both openly admitted in previous episodes that maintaining a healthy weight has always been a struggle. Due to their form of dwarfism, they face unique physical challenges. Their shorter limbs, limited mobility, and joint stress often make conventional workouts difficult and painful. In addition, both have long maintained demanding roles as parents, full-time employees, and public figures. Amber has spoken on multiple occasions about her battle with stress eating, emotional eating, and low energy. Trent, on the other hand, faced increasing blood pressure and fatigue in recent years. But what truly became the turning point was a routine medical checkup where doctors warned both of them that their lifestyle choices were leading them down a dangerous path. Prediabetes, high cholesterol, joint pain, and worsening stamina were just the beginning. It was a wake-up call that couldn't be ignored. Trent and Amber realized they were setting an example for their children, especially for Jonah, Elizabeth, Anna, Emma, and Alex. They needed to lead by example, not just in emotional and financial matters, but also in physical health. The wake-up call wasn't just about aesthetics, it was about survival, longevity, and ensuring they could live long, active lives with their children and future grandchildren. Rather than trying crash diets or unsustainable workout routines, the couple opted for a structured, long-term approach. They consulted a nutritionist, a physical therapist familiar with dwarfism, and even worked with a counselor to help with emotional triggers for unhealthy eating. The couple didn't immediately reveal their plans to the public or their social media followers. Instead, they made a private vow to each other. This transformation wasn't for fame, it wasn't for views, it was for them. Quietly, they began adjusting their lives, step by step. Amber began by cutting down on processed sugars and adding more whole foods into her diet. She started meal prepping, focusing on lean proteins, vegetables, and portion control. Trent joined her fully, eliminating soda, increasing water intake, and incorporating protein-rich smoothies into his breakfast routine. Due to their achondroplasia, conventional gyms and cardio routines were off the table. Their workouts had to be custom-built to accommodate their stature and joint limitations. Amber began doing low-impact resistance band workouts, guided stretches, and walking routines. She turned to yoga designed for people with disabilities and modified poses that she could do from home. Trent, who had a background in landscaping and always enjoyed being physically active outdoors, began focusing more on functional movement exercises. He turned their backyard into a personal activity zone, setting up walking paths, a cycling machine, and even a small pool for water-based low-impact exercises. They trained together, supported each other, and gradually started seeing results, not just in their physical appearance but in how they felt. More energy, better sleep, less joint pain, and most importantly, renewed confidence. The journey wasn't easy. Both Amber and Trent have admitted to moments of relapse, where the stress of parenting and filming, or emotional exhaustion, led them back to old habits. But rather than quitting altogether, they worked through those relapses with honesty and transparency. Amber, in particular, became a champion of body positivity and balance. She would tell her children that health isn't about being skinny, it's about feeling strong, confident, and capable. Trent, meanwhile, struggled more with motivation. Some days he didn't want to get up and move. But Amber became his biggest supporter, pushing him to keep going when he felt like giving up. They developed a system of accountability, tracking meals, workouts, and even gratitude journals to stay focused. After over a year of hard work, Trent and Amber shocked fans when they posted side-by-side before and after photos on Instagram. The difference was jaw-dropping. Both looked significantly slimmer, healthier, and, most noticeably, happier. Their smiles radiated confidence and pride. Amber revealed she had lost over 45 pounds, and Trent had dropped close to 50 pounds. But more than the numbers, it was the new habits, the lifestyle shift, and the emotional strength that made the difference. The response from fans was overwhelmingly positive. Comments poured in from thousands of followers who were inspired by their honesty, discipline, and progress. Many people in the dwarfism community expressed how much it meant to see role models like Trent and Amber take control of their health in such a public, vulnerable way. Health journeys can either unite or divide couples. In the case of Trent and Amber, their shared transformation brought them closer than ever. They began spending more quality time together, not just working out, but preparing meals, taking walks, journaling, and reflecting on their goals. Amber described how the transformation gave their marriage a second wind. They were more patient with each other. Their arguments decreased. They felt more connected emotionally, physically, and spiritually. The process taught them resilience and teamwork, just as much as raising 5 kids did. Trent echoed similar sentiments, saying that his self-esteem improved, and he started feeling attractive again, something he hadn't felt in years. That shift in confidence had a ripple effect. He became a more present father, a better listener, and a more supportive husband. The transformation didn't just impact Trent and Amber. It had a profound ripple effect on their 5 children. Seeing their parents commit to change inspired them to rethink their own health habits. Jonah began focusing more on mental health and emotional regulation. Elizabeth took up running and began eating more balanced meals. Anna, who previously struggled with self-image, found comfort in knowing that change is possible at any age. Emma and Alex became more involved in family activities like weekend hikes, outdoor games, and cooking nutritious meals. The entire family dynamic shifted. Health became a shared value, not forced, but encouraged. Family dinners became healthier. Weekend treats were enjoyed in moderation. The kids saw firsthand what commitment and perseverance look like.